Me too! Humans spend around 20 to 25% of their lifetimes working, and you'd think they'd at least find something fulfilling or bearable to do.
The sad reality is that over 80% of people hate their jobs. Let that sink in.
4 out of every 5 people get up every morning to go do something that they love. And they just keep doing it anyway, day in, day out.
With that in mind, since we spend so much time working, it's for the best that we find something worthwhile and find a career that at the very least doesn't make life for us miserable most of the time.
The question now is, how do we do this?
Finding a suitable career entails a lot of intrinsic, specific, and detailed aspects and concepts. However, it all boils down to these 3. What you value, what you're good at, and what the world values.
Come on, let's break this down one by one and get an answer.
First is that you have to find what you value.
Most people start asking by themselves, what am I passionate about? And then they think about all the cool things they like to do, where they drink beer with their friends and then wine, so that they'll never make any money.
But this approach misses the point entirely, because asking yourself what you enjoy is superficial. Most of us only enjoy these things for short bursts or when there is an absence of stress and pressure.
Instead, the better question to ask ourselves is what I value. Because if you value what you're doing, not only will you enjoy it, but you will also find it meaningful even if it becomes difficult. And it is through that meaning that we get to push on amidst the difficult times.
So, how do you figure out what you value that would lead you to a fulfilling career? Here are a few questions to get you started.
What's a big problem in the world that most people don't care enough about?
Do you think more people should be worried about the world's growing economic inequality?
Does it baffle you that more people don't pay attention to investing in basic personal finance? And isn't it absurd how politicians here in the Philippines who are already convicted of crimes of graft and corruption are freely running around, whilst a mango thief gets to be put behind bars? What problems do you see, either right in front of your face or hidden away somewhere that you can't believe more people aren't aware of or don't care enough about?
If you can identify something like this in your life, then you likely more value it than most. This is a good place to start.
And it doesn't have to be some grand, world-changing idea either.
Maybe you're asking yourself why there aren't more tech stores and access to services in your community.
Maybe you can't believe people don't take advantage of the natural beauty in and around your city.
All of these are problems that need solving. Solving problems gives us purpose and can more often get us paid.
This leads us to another question, which is, what problems do I enjoy solving that most people don't enjoy?
Is there some activity or task that you just love to do that makes other people snort? Like, they think you're weird for liking it, but it just comes off as normal. Or, even better, amazingly fun.
Maybe you enjoy setting up spreadsheets and budgeting for your own personal finances, or doing repairs or updates around your house, or talking to that one friend who always complains about his life when no one else wants to listen to him anymore.
The vast majority of people hate doing these things, which is exactly why they pay others to do it for them.
After that, you have to find the things that you're good at.
Having an idea of what you value in life gives you direction. But if you're going to find the perfect career, then it's also important to be good at what you do.
You might have some technical skills you already know you're good at. That's an obvious place to start. And if any of those skills are aligned with what you value, hey, you're one step closer to finding the perfect career for yourself.
For example, let's say you're good at setting up complicated spreadsheets, analyzing budgets, and overall, you do a good job managing your money. If you're someone who also values personal finance and money management, you might make a great accountant.
However, it all doesn't necessarily boil down to those technical skills. Intangible and soft skills can also play an imperative role in choosing a career.
Take nursing, for example. You're good at memorizing and knowing how to handle diseases. But the question is, do you have the emotional tenacity to see people die? Do you have the patience to deal with entitled patients?
Soft skills can be thought of as the things that one is good at, and how one might apply them in their career. Are you good with people? Are you compassionate and understanding? Can you manage your emotions well?
Once you do that, you have to find the things that the world values.
You get paid based on the value you add to the world. So, the question now is, what does the world value enough to pay you for?
How do you do this? By taking what you value and what you're good at, then finding a job or market opportunities present within the world.
A lot of people, once they find what they value and what they're actually good at, realize that there are a lot of market opportunities for them.
Whether you're an empathetic person that finds it easy to understand and break down emotions, or a good cook that loves filling the mouths of other people, there's always a job for you in this world.
The key then is making sure that you're the best candidate for that particular kind of job and you're actually satisfied with what you're going to do.
There's this old fable about three bricklayers who were working, and then someone came over and asked them what they were doing. The first one replied, "I am layering a brick on top of one another." The second one replied that I am being paid 6 pence an hour. And the last one replied that I am building a cathedral, a house of God.
What we're getting at here is that it is through meaning, or internal interpretations of what we do, that ultimately drives our satisfaction within our jobs.
There are a lot of things that drives satisfaction within a job. Money sure is one of them, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the highlight.
With that in mind, once we find a mixture of meaning, value, and the things that we're good at within a job, that's when we know that what we're on is the right